Oh, hey, good morning. It's bright and early here at the Day Tripper World Headquarters, and we're about to hit the road again. Only problem is we don't know where we're going yet. What I do know is that I got a map here and a dart, and we're about to do this to show you guys that no matter where you go in the great state of Texas, you can always find stuff to do. Y'all ready?
We have nothing planned.
And that's the best part about it.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
Oh, trust me, this is a great idea. This is the best idea I've ever had.
All right,
back up. What is this, 7 foot 9 inches and a quarter, is that right?
Is that regulation?
7 foot 9 inches and a quarter, that is regulation.
This is the most important dart throw I've ever done in my life.
You ready?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, where? Lake Belton. Y'all ready?
What? All right.
Boom! This episode was made for y'all with the help of our awesome partners. Check the caption for more info. Belton and its lakes sit near the northeast edge of the hill country, where the rugged hills meet the rolling prairies. It's about 2 hours south of DFW and an hour north of Austin. Luckily, our dart's gonna bring us right to it. 1, 2, 3, Day Tripper!
Night Rider, come in. This is A-Team, over.
Hey team, this is Knight Rider. I am on your 6.
What's our first time?
Belton.
We're going to Belton. We all know that. Okay, so what's the plan, man?
You know, I keep lots of research about everywhere in Texas. I've been to Belton tons of times. Rod, you got the computer fired up?
Yeah, Rod,
Yeah.
save us.
Let's.
He's got ideas, and you've got reality back there.
Yeah, so I was afraid that we'd hit something further away and not be able to do anything before lunch. But I think we might have time to go do an activity.
Belton, county seat of Bell County, they've got a great history museum right downtown.
Okay, looks like they don't open until noon.
Ah, come on. I do know where I want to go for lunch.
Okay.
Miller's Smokehouse.
Okay.
And I know those guys, and they've been cooking barbecue all night, so I bet you somebody answers the phone.
You've always wanted to know how he does this, how he smooth talks people. This is how he's going to smooth talk people.
Nice Smokehouse, it's Lisa.
Hey, Lisa, it's Chet with the Day Tripper.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I've got some news.
Okay.
We're coming to Belton for the day, and we want to eat lunch at Miller's Smokehouse on the television show.
Fabulous. Come on.
All right.
I'll
Wait.
tell all the guys.
All right,
We
good
look
deal.
forward to seeing you.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Thank y'all.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
That's one. That's one.
right, that
We
was-
need 5, 6 more.
That was much easier than expected. But obviously, that gives us a couple hours to kill in Belton. You know what I want to do? Cochran Blair Potts, Rod.
What is that?
What is that?
It's a department store.
Oh, okay.
Wait till you see it. That's all I'll tell y'all.
Hello, this is Robert.
Hey, Robert. My name is Chet Garner. I make a television show called The Day Tripper. It's
Heck yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, you've heard of it. And so we wanted to include the department store on the program, but we're filming it actually today.
What time?
We could see you guys as early as 10 or later. Okay.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Bye. 2 for 2.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Well, it looks like this day is falling into place. The calls have been made, so now the tripping can begin. Oh, but we can't forget about sign run by.
Right now?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, all right.
Belton! As a county seat on the highway, this town is growing fast. But before we start exploring too much, well, we're on a mission. We have to go to the spot.
What spot?
Where?
The dart spot.
Oh, the spot where the dart hit the mountain?
Exactly, man.
It's in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You take us to the spot.
Oh, I'll take you to the spot.
Okay, all right. We'll find the spot.
That means we're headed to Lake Belton. And if my Boy Scout calculations are correct, well, the dart spot should be right up here. All right, so there's Lake Belton, which means the dart spot should be about up. Whoa. What is that?
Guys?
Whoa!
guess we found the dart. You know, I don't think we're gonna be able to bring that back to the office. But either way, I'm glad it landed us here. And since it's still early for lakeside recreation, well, let's get back downtown and see where this dart has put us. Usually I don't include shopping on day trips, just because I'm not much of a shopper. But for Cochran Blair Potts, I'll make an exception. Look at this. I'm taking you back in time, way back. This is Cochran Blair Potts. Opened in 1869, it is officially the oldest department store in Texas. It's now run by 7th generation owners, Robert and Ashley Potts, along with Robert's brother, Michael. And even after 150 years, well, they'll still sell you a shirt and a pair of boots. But one thing you can't put a price tag on is the history of this place. Oh, cool.
Well, Chet, welcome to our museum. This was originally built for the ladies department. The clothes and the merchandise would be behind the walls, and the sales rep would know them so well that they would know what they would want and bring it out to them.
Wow. So it was like a show.
Absolutely. There's even a seamstress that was back in that corner back there, and she could go into the dressing rooms and pin up the apparel. And
That's seriously full service.
absolutely.
So you would have been able to get much more than just clothes from here, right?
Absolutely. A full general mercantile store sold a little bit of everything. Coffee, linens, coffins too.
From baby bottles to coffins, every step along the way. In its 7 generations, this store has seen trends come and go, and that includes the old practice of keeping customer ledgers.
And actually here we have the original ledger from 1869 that we keep behind glass, but this is
Ooh, be careful with that.
the history that's in this book here. And you'd have an actually account that you would charge to, and you could barter with that, you could pay it off when you wanted, and it was all done on a handshake.
So this was keeping track of payments.
Exactly.
Man, what a step back in time this place is. So what's the vision for the future?
We're actually in the middle of a restoration on the building, peeling back kind of layers of the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, and we're taking it back to like you see up here, where the original woodwork and the rock and the masonry.
I love that. And then that way, you guys have another 150 years in you think?
We sure do.
That's awesome. Right. I didn't come here to shop, but in the oldest department store in Texas, well, I can't help myself.
You know you're in ladies apparel, right?
Hey, don't judge me. All right.
I mean, it's a choice. You gotta I think this is you.
Richie, I think, yeah. You're always talking about your aching arches. This would be perfect for you.
Yeah, me and my grandma have the same feel in shoes.
This is the day tripper section. Flannel and plaid.
Right, yeah. This is episode 1 and episode 2.
Episode America.
That's our 4th of July special.
Cowboy
It's
hats.
hat time.
Yeah.
You've got a good hat on right
I know.
now.
I've already got a good palm leaf. I need something a little different. Ooh, this is a hat I've been looking for right here.
What is that?
Stetson Stratoliner. I tell you, an old school small town department store will have everything you'll ever need in life. Right now, I need this hat. It doesn't get much better than a classic buy at a truly classic Texas institution. Oh, but one other thing I need beyond a hat is lunch. And luckily, all I gotta do is cross the street to Miller's Smokehouse. Opened in 2008, Miller's has gone from a taxidermy and deer processing shop to one of the best barbecue joints in the state, turning out some of the finest smoked brisket, sausage, and all-around goodness to be found on the open road. And then the sweets. Don't even get me started on Mama Miller's desserts. But first, let's talk meat. And here's the patriarch of the pits, Dirk Miller. I love the new place.
Hey, thank you, man. We barely got it done in time, but we're here.
I mean, just a couple blocks move, the new place must have been worth it.
Oh, it was. It's great. Feed more people. This was an old gas station a long time ago, years ago. The building's over 125 years old, so when we tore some of the roofs off of the pit room, we were able to use some of the wood on the walls and to make all of our tables and some of our benches.
That's cool. Well, I'd love to see the back.
Now, let's do it. Welcome to the man cave.
Ooh, that's a good smelling man cave right there.
Come on down.
So what we got going on these pits?
We got briskets on these pits here. We've been cooking these all night long. These are already wrapped.
So, and how long does a brisket take to cook?
It depends. It varies. It could be 10 hours. These have actually been on around 15, 16 hours, and they're still going.
Well, how do you know when they're ready if you can't see them?
I can tell just by looking at them.
Oh, really? That's a true master right there.
That one over there is almost done.
What can I say? The man has the gift. And that's true no matter the meat. Oh, I can contain myself no longer. So I'm grabbing a tray to sit down with Dirk's son, Dusty Miller, and the GM, Amadeo, might as well be named Miller, Choppa. Nice spread, brothers. Thank you all.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Dig in.
All right, look at this. That is a beautiful, beautiful piece of meat. That right there is why I love y'all so much. Oh my gosh. We could not exist without briskets, and this prime brisket's one of the best I've ever had.
It's not just who's cooking, it's who's cutting it. And so it's like a team.
I mean, the fat's perfectly rendered. It's like butter melted throughout the thing. While the brisket is something special, well, Miller's all started with the sausage, and Dusty's good advice to his dad, the part-time taxidermist.
And I was like, hey Dad, let's start a little restaurant in the off season. So we literally started with a crock pot and some boiled sausages.
Doesn't sound that glamorous, man.
No, it wasn't. There was all kinds of things wrong with selling boiled sausage wraps out of the front of a processing
Taxidermy.
Right there in the middle. That one is the original recipe.
Okay, but homemade, right?
We make every sausage in-house.
That's awesome. That's a phenomenal sausage, man. Add to it jalapeno cheese and spicy hot link, and you have the Miller's sausage trifecta. Something so good, folks are coming from all over the country to eat.
On the weekends, man, it's cool. We meet people from all over. Especially with the new location, it's made more of an attraction as well. It is crazy. I mean, people from everywhere, which is awesome.
Yeah, share the barbecue love, man.
Exactly.
Well, keep up the good work, guys.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Miller's makes some fine Q, but no trip here would be complete without a visit to see Mama Miller. And that means dessert for the whole crew. Thank you, Dart.
We now interrupt this programming to remind you to like and subscribe. Now back to the road.
Oh, that was good barbecue.
Even more than the barbecue, that dessert?
Dude,
That like
you're
chocolate
not- you're
chip
not kidding.
pecan pie?
They gave us
You're
way too
not
much
kidding.
pie.
I'll say this, I have my belt on, but it's becoming a problem. I might have to take my belt off. And belt on.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I might need to workshop that slogan a bit more. Ooh, it's past noon, and that means the Bell County Museum is open for trippers. And this is its director, Coleman Hampton.
Chet, welcome to the Bell County Museum. We're here in the historic Carnegie Library building, built in 1905. Wow. The Bell County Museum features things from our historic railroad, the Chisholm Trail. You can see our chuck wagon over here.
Love it.
It's a fascinating place, fascinating history, and a great museum.
This museum holds a collection of artifacts spanning Bell County's entire history, including some that go back to the beginning of Texas, like this necklace taken from Santa Anna's pockets after the Battle of San Jacinto.
One of my favorite pieces in the museum.
Man, not only is that amazing, there's probably another amazing story about how that ended up from San Jacinto, in this case in Bell County.
Exactly, and that's the type of history that we like to get kids and families excited about. Yeah. You know, there's always another story.
Indeed there is, like how a museum amasses 250 mustache cups.
So mustache cups, we have a little line that goes across that prevents tea, froth, chocolate from getting on a man's mustache when he's drinking tea. So this is classic Victorian, very stylish, very gilded cups.
Well, I think of, mustache being very manly, but this is a very frou-frou pink mustache cup. I don't know if the ladies grew mustaches back then or not.
Exactly, I'm not sure. Everything in that era was all about style, all about really dressing it up.
Yeah. And speaking of dresses, so one of Bell County's most famous daughters has got to be Governor Ma Ferguson, our first female governor of Texas. This museum has over 1,000 artifacts from Ma, including this dress right here. Pretty nice, pretty slinky. Slinky, a dress term, slinky?
Not for a governor lady.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Ma. Bell County shares many common stories with other counties its size, but there's a place here that's truly one of a kind. So one of the most important archaeological sites in all of North America is right here in Bell County. It's called the Gault Site, and we believe it shows evidence of the very first people that ever lived, not just in Texas, but our entire continent. Oh yeah, and they looked like this guy. This is before the Indians we think of, before the ancient Clovis people even. So old, in fact, that we're not even sure what to call them, so we just call them Gault people. He looks like,
It's on Star Trek, wasn't it? First season?
Or Daddy Warbucks. He looks disappointed in this whole show we're making, like, gosh, if I had only been born 16,000 years later, I'd be so much better at his job. Belton has a lot of history all over. From its beautiful old courthouse to its university, Mary Hardin Baylor. This is actually one of the oldest universities in the state of Texas. I think it's like 1845. It was the women's campus for Baylor University for forever. Now it's its own private university. Also, the 2016 National D3 football champs. Go Crew! Now that the afternoon sun is shining, well, I think it's time to hit the lake.
Wow.
Ooh. This is one of the few dams you can still drive on top of. Pretty awesome. Well, next up, we're gonna dip down below the dam. You see the water down there? That's Miller Springs Park. That's where we're headed. Wow. That's a serious amount of water coming out of that thing. And since it's coming out of the bottom of the lake, I'm guessing it's also really cold. Oh yeah, that's really cold. Apparently, it makes for some great fishing, but mostly it continues the flow of the beautiful Leon River. All right, I'm making a note. Next time I bring a kayak out here, this would be awesome. And this just proves that no matter where you head in Texas, something beautiful awaits you. So there are a bunch of great parks on the lake, but I thought we would visit the most exciting one, the Belton Lake Outdoor Recreation Area, AKA Blora. All right guys, so we are on our way to Blora, which means we are right now inside of Fort Hood, the largest military installation in the free world.
Don't we have to like show an ID or be military to be here?
Probably so.
Oh, great.
Going rogue, the day tripper.
Yeah, I do not approve this, Jet.
If the signs and helicopters don't give it away first, yes, this park is inside a military base, but don't worry, it is public. And for just a small fee, you'll find some of the best swimming and mountain biking in this part of Texas, which is exactly why I brought my bike. All right, so I am mountain biking once again, but it's cool because I've never biked out here. Trails seem to be pretty well laid out. Looks like there's a lot of elevation change too. This is gonna be fun. But this right here concerns me a little bit.
What's that?
Mountain lions, cougar habitat.
Oh man.
Keep pets on leash. Don't let children wander. What? What are we in Big Bend or something? You know, it probably won't help that I'll look exactly like running prey on this bike. Oh well, what a way to go. Blora is a huge wild area. The most popular intermediate loop is about 8.5 miles long, with lots of curves, trees, and limestone. Man, it is rocky out here. Even the beginner trails. You better love riding limestone. While they can be tough, all the trails are well marked and managed, with big payoffs and drops and views. Look at this. That is gorgeous. There's the lake back there. You know, it is a bit tricky that I've never been out here. I mean, everything's looking the same, and all those great colored lines suddenly seem like spaghetti. Yep, I'm lost. And so my guess is we're right here or we're right here. Well, in times like these, the only thing you can do is either turn around or stay straight on the trail. I know where that goes. I don't know where that goes. So, I guess I'm heading this way. I'm pretty sure I'm still on the trail. I mean, at least it looks like the trail. And you can hear the military helicopters up overhead. You cannot mistake it. We are on Fort Hood.
Knife. This is variable. Target acquired.
Ah! What was that?
Identify!
Day Tripper! Sir, we got the target. Codename Day Tripper. I don't know. Like the TV show? Yeah, the TV show.
Oh, sorry about that. My mistake. Here, let me help you back up. You're way off the trails, though. Sorry. You saw nothing. You know nothing.
Yeah, but you know I can still see you there, right?
I hate it when I do that. Hold on.
Whoa. They got good stuff. I think I'm ready to be done now. Luckily, I found the trail home, and we can find some dinner back in downtown. Oh, this is awesome. Welcome to the gin, my friend. But it's more like a gin complex, because you got the gin restaurant there, you got a Mexican restaurant there, pizza, winery, yogurt, coffee. I mean, it's pretty cool to have an entertainment hub just like this in downtown Belton. Even cooler is that the gin is just a stone's throw from Nolan Creek. This city was built because this creek was right here. And for the longest time, it was just sort of abandoned. And I love it that they've kind of pulled it back in and made it part of town. I mean, look at all the people out here swimming and enjoying it. Man-made rapids and flowing water? You know, I could really use a post-bike swim. But more importantly, I could use some nourishment. So we're headed to the Gin Restaurant, which is appropriately located in a renovated cotton gin. And this is co-owner and co-visionary, Evan Morrison. Evan, I know what it takes to renovate an old building. And so when did you get this crazy idea that this was a good idea?
So the building found us about 6 years ago, and it was a co-op, so no one really owned it, and it ended up, property of the county.
So Evan and his partners saved it from demolition and even saved some of the old mechanics. What would actually happen at a cotton gin? Raw cotton comes in, stems and all?
Stems and all, and it gets pulled and separated. That's the gin process, is the separating of the cotton.
Yeah.
And then it would get baled to go somewhere else to be further processed into ropes or clothing or whatever.
Got it.
The scale out front is original, so that's where the wagons used to come across. And the cotton came out and got pulled in the dining room, and then it got sent upstairs on the mezzanine, and that's when the ram made the cotton and then pushed it out the dog run out the door.
And if this history isn't reason enough to visit, well, get a load of this food.
So we refer to it as Texas cuisine. So it's chicken fried steak and ribeyes and catfish and hamburgers, stuff like that. So it's fun for us.
So that's all the good stuff right
there.
there.
Absolutely. We do all of our cooking over mesquite, hardwood mesquite. There's no gas, no electric. The ribeye picks up great flavor, and the burgers are amazing.
Well, the open flames settle it. I'm getting a burger. Oh yeah. This is the Lone Star Burger with an akaushi patty. Basically, I got guac, spicy mayonnaise, bacon, jalapenos, and it's on a jalapeno cheese bun. Ooh. Lots going on in my mouth right now. Lots of flavors, and they all make me happy. That burger's been cooked over actual wood, and you can taste all of that in the patty. The bacon is thick cut, and it's almost like caramelized. 12 hours ago, I had no idea I was gonna be doing this. You know, that's the beauty of day tripping right there. What a day. From its historic downtown to its sun-soaked lakeside and all the good grub in between. We didn't know how this trip to Belton would turn out, but my friends, I believe we hit the bullseye. Wow, guys, can't believe it. We pulled it off. That was awesome. It was a good day. Good day. All right, so I will see all y'all out on the road. Vaya con Dios, amigos. All right, who's got a dart? Let's pick where we're going tomorrow. We got more trips. More trips. That was awesome. It's bright and early here at the Day Tripper World headquarters, and we're about to hit the road again. We don't quite know. That wasn't what I wanted to say. Why do I like? Oh, hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to the World Day Tripper headquarters of tripping. I was like, I got so excited about my slapping keys that I forgot what I was gonna say. You're not supposed to eat them that way, really, are you? You gotta have to turn them.
Breaking stuff.
Spike jump.
Woo! Oh, that was impressive. Okay. Hey, that hurt.
Don't hurt the crew.
That's called the finale, right? Howdy, y'all. Follow along with my adventures at Chet Tripper on Instagram and at The Day Tripper TV on Facebook and YouTube. Or head to thedaytripper.com for travel guides, past episodes, and info on our mobile app and Team Day Tripper. This episode was made for y'all with the help of our awesome partners. Check the caption for more info. Howdy, y'all. Chet the Day Tripper here. Thanks so much for tripping with us. Remember, while you're here, like this video, subscribe to our channel so that we can stay out there on the road and keep on tripping. Did we miss anything in this town? Leave us a comment, let us know. We love finding out about new stops with all of your tips. And if you love Epic Texas Day Trips, remember to check our channel. We got a lot of them on there. Also, don't forget, if you want some sweet Day Tripper merch or another cool Texas-made product, come see us in Georgetown at the Day Tripper World Headquarters. You can also shop online if you check the link down there in the caption. All right, y'all. Bye con Dios, amigos.